Hi guys, another helpful technical video that would potentially save you from $2,000 and up. I want to share with you a few things that will be helpful for you on building up your email list and how you can use Kit to build your landing pages, to build your email course, to build email sequences, start your newsletter, and why is it important in the first place. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a performance and business coach for executives, senior leaders, and entrepreneurs. And I help people to move out of corporate and start their one-person service-based business and make their first 10K within 6 months. I want to share with you the platform and the things that I learned myself. Frankly speaking, very easy to use. However, obviously, as everything when we start, we just need practice and we just need some initial knowledge. Where do we go? What do we do? So the platform I want to talk to you today about is Kit. Kit is a platform that can be used for creation landing pages, email sequences, newsletters. It's pretty straightforward and I want to show you how to do that. But before we do that, and before I share my screen, I want to talk to you about why is it important for you to start collating your email list. When you are talking to people or building connections on any of the platform, those connections do not belong to you. So that platform can ban you, can disconnect you, can remove all the followers, which I heard many stories of. However, if you build up your email list and grab emails from your potential customers, prospects, it stays with you. Let's have a closer look at the Kit. You can use Kit for different things. If you go to Grow, this is where you create your landing pages or add your subscribers. In Send is where you schedule your newsletters, so where you can build sequences, which I talk to you about in a second. In Automate, you can use visual automations, which are important because how it works is that you create landing page, then you create email sequence that people's gonna get once they subscribe to your landing page, kind of the connection between the two through the visual automation. So there are a few steps that you have to go through in order for your landing page to start working and in order for people to be able to leave the email and download your magnet. Here is how we're going to create a new landing page. So we press create new. We can choose landing page. I have to choose from the formats that exist here. Choose your template. So I just chose this template. It's already kind of comes up with pre-designed text. So you just type your text here. You type the title, the information about you, you fill it in. It's all done. It's really easy. So then we can have a look at the preview. You can create a thank you page as well if you want. Here, thank you for signing up. It's when the people leave their email, they are redirected to the thank you page. You can do it in the settings. By default, you have this little tick here, but you just press redirect to thank you page and you press save. Once you filled it in with whatever you want, you press publish. So your landing page has been published. We then go and check our landing page here. So how you're going to give the link. If you want to attach it to LinkedIn, let's say, or share it in the messages with your friends or with your potential customers or prospects, you go to your landing page. Again, once more, landing page. We choose this one we've just created. We press share. And this is the link. So you press copy and then we go to our LinkedIn, for example, as I explained in one of my videos that I linked here. In featured section, you do this, and then you do this link. And here you go. It's a link to the page we created. They now will be able to press and they will go to that landing page automatically. Again, it suggested me the thumbnail, but you can do the thumbnail in Canva if you want. So now we have to create the email sequencing because we've just created the landing page, but we haven't set up any emails that they're going to receive once they give you their email address. You're going to create new sequence. There are different predefined templates here. I'm just going to choose whatever I already have. Then you just type, you can change everything. You can play in the styles with the colors, with everything. So you type your email, then you press published. It's now active. Then we want to do a really important thing. We want to say, when do we want them to receive our first email? And usually it's immediately. So we press 0, it comes up as immediately. And we just tick all the days. We can't tick it here. So we go to settings and we just tick it in settings that we say that we want this sequence to work on any day. We say update sequence. We then go to content again. So here we have our subject, which is test 1. We can add 150 characters for them to see the preview line when they receive the email. Let's say we're going to do this. And then we just chose the time. So this is our first email. We say that it's going to be immediately. We publish all the changes. So we see that it's appeared here, changes published, your changes are now live. And then you come up with a subject, which is test 2. You can do the preview here, and then you choose when exactly you want them to receive it, and you say, I want this second email to go out 24 hours, so one day after the previous one that they received. Then you do published. So this is how you build your email course. So you come up with the 5 emails, 6 emails, and people's going to receive those emails in a particular sequence. We can preview how the page looks. You can send test email if you want. You can preview as a subscriber. You can look how it's going to look on the phone. This is very important because 90% of the people check everything on the phone. You close, you publish changes, done. So we can rename it. And now we have to combine the landing page with the sequence we created. So where we're gonna do that, we're gonna do it in the section called Automate, and we do it in Visual Automations. So that we create new automation. You can start from scratch, or you can always duplicate the previous ones. Choose an entry for your automation, join the form. Any form, let's say setter landing page. That's the page we created. Add event. And that's how it tells you that the algorithm is gonna work. So they're gonna go, and they're going to go to landing page. Then we're going to attach the email sequencing, which is our test, add action. So we can add a tag if we want to, like add or remove a tag. We can start I have different tags. And the most important thing is that you have to activate it. So you press the activate, it has the journey from people leaving their email addresses on the landing page, and then they start receiving those emails. And then, that's the whole automation. You can always rename it. On a test, it's all done, it's working, it's active. I'll just give you an example. As I said, with one of my automations that I have landing page, I call them LP, then I have a tag that I attach, and then I have the email sequencing niche checklist. So this is how you build your email course, and I hope this particular example actually shows you that it's pretty straightforward and simple to build. You can do it yourself. I have my clients who are building it for themselves. It's very handy. You can create multiple landing pages for various things, for your testimonials, for your videos, and I hope it was helpful and you're now not that scared to build it on your own. I'm rooting for you, and I'm looking forward to see you next week on the other side with Kea Anna.